with another episode of One Piece. This is episode 7, and just a bit of housekeeping first. The first 5 episodes have gone live as I record this. I know, I've recorded out of sequence. I've mentioned this before, but I watched the first 11 episodes last year. And then I couldn't really re-edit them for consumption here on YouTube. And there hasn't been any interest in, watching the edited reactions. I can link them if you want to, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to find them. It's kind of a long story, but essentially the way that it identified the files, Vimeo, my file hosting website, the way they identified files last year is different than the way they identify them now. Now I can search the name of the file and it'll give it to me. Last year it just says file one. It doesn't identify it like the way I named it. Because it was I use a third party system to upload the file, right? So I have to manually search every single file. So it's a pain in the ass. So there would have to be demand for people to want to see it. If you want to see the edited reactions of the first 11 episodes, let me know. But there has to be demand. I'm not going to just do it because it's a pain. I have to manually search 1,000 files to find the one we're looking for. So, like I said, I'm not trying to give myself extra work when nobody cares. So last year I watched the first 11 episodes, right? Then this year, about a month and a half ago, I continued on with episode 12 and watched up to episode 19. So 12 and 19 were watched, after I'd just seen the first 11 once, right? Now I'm going back to watch the first 11 again because I want to do full reaction because, like I said, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I find myself in a position of having watched through episode 19, and that's been recorded. But now I'm recording episode 7, but now the first 5 episodes have gone live. So space-time continuum shit, right? Once I finish episode 11 of my full reactions, I never have to worry about doing anything out of chronology again. And then I'll be from now until episode 5,000, it'll be watched in the correct intended order that God intended, right? God being the guy who created this because he seems pretty awesome. So the point is, I now know from what people have told me in comments that there's not 1,500 episodes. There's apparently like 1,049 or something episodes. And I think maybe the point of contention was they think it's going to be about 1,500 when it's finished. When they depict on TV the final arc, which is apparently going to take a couple years to come out, right? Who knows? I don't know. But now we're on the same page. So now we're only talking about 1,000. We're not talking about 1,500. If I mention the number 1,500 in episodes 12 to 19, it's because, I did this shit out of order. So, everybody all confused? Excellent. I've done my job. That being said, this is episode 7, and we're going to be starting the first frame after the opening credits sequence. So, you know the drill. 3, 2, 1. Oh, crap. Wait a minute, we've already seen this part. He got smashed. Why are we trying to crunch his head, man? That's not nice. Now, apparently he had adventures. This was what was interesting. People also been telling me in the comments. I've gotten so many great comments. Keep them coming. And it's Nami, right? Nami? And by the way, I know how to pronounce his name now. Luffy. Not Luffy, Luffy. But, that's right. You better be scared. That's right. Just give us the whole thing. And people have been talking about he had adventures before the show started. Like, apparently there was a whirlpool, and that's why he was in a barrel, because he can't swim. So he had to be in a barrel to float, because he would sink to the bottom of the ocean, apparently. I'm here to kick your ass just like I promised. Which means this is how he learned to fight. That was going to be my question. I keep interrupting myself. How did he learn to fight? Well, he's had adventures before the show started, right? So not only do we have this dense 1,000-episode show, but he had adventures beforehand. Like, it never ends, does it? It's like a river. I've talked about this before with, like, Marvel Comics. You have a river, you jump in the river, you go down, and you come out. The river existed before you got in the water, and the river exists after you leave the water. Unless he dies, I assume he will have adventures when the show's over, right? We're just seeing a slice of his life. Damn, she looks pissed. All right, old man, you got this. Damn. I guess he's trying to save the old man's life, right? Knocked him the F out. Hey, it's all in a day's work. Pretty much. Face down, ass out. Not how you want to be in the street. Wow, I like her little V. Remember the V miniseries? She had the V jaw. Interesting. I'm here to kick your ass like I promised. That's right. He said you got a big nose. He said your breasts stink. And he said you can't fight. Oh, right. I forgot about his whole flashily thing. Yeah, we can't just fire the buggy ball. We have to flashily fire it. Okay. That's right. I need to call out my attacks. Big belly. I've talked about how I wouldn't want his power, but he is showing that there is a lot you can do with this power. That's right. Shoot him up. There's a lot you can do. Like it is interesting. It's not just Mr. Fantastic who can just like make his limbs long. I like her vampire teeth. Yeah. Like making your body big. I think there was a character like that was on the Flash before he got fired, where you could do something. They would do some of the same things. You can just make your body big. I ain't explaining nothing. Well, why do I owe you an answer? You act like I owe you something. Look at him holding up the bodies of his minions. Yep, that seems mean. This guy really does look like a furry. He looks like he's got the furry mask and the furry coat, right? That I think that's his own hair. I'm not sure. That seems to be his own hair and ears and body hair, but maybe that's just clothing. I can't tell. That's disgusting. Quit naming your weapons after yourself. Oh man, Lion's trashed. We're out of here. Use him as a shield. That's not again not very nice. Toss him away like a sack of groceries. I like that the lion's name is Richie. Yeah, biting. That's right. Oh, is he scared? Okay, he's just a pussycat. No, you move. I gotta say, man, he don't screw around. Was he supposed to be here like 14? It's always really young in anime. Yeah, I can juggle. Uh oh. Why not? We're eventually gonna get around to everything, right? There's gonna be ghosts. I bet that they deal with ghosts at some point. Probably something to do with mermaids and vampires, and we've already done the cryptoid thing. That's in the future, but it's that island with that dude that's basically a furball. Yeah, this is my job. I like it when he talks crap in his head. Damn, he's getting stomped out. Hey man, maybe you should let Luffy handle it. Right in his wound. Murder at the steam bath, huh? At least he has a. That's right. Dude, he's getting smashed. I thought you were better than this, Zoro. Look at you on this little tricycle. What's that? A unicycle. It's a unicycle, right? Do you have to keep making that noise? It's annoying. Hey, I'm starting to maybe have some respect for him. I'm not sure. She's hard to read. Are you gonna nag me this whole fucking series? He is annoyed, isn't it? That's the best you got? Oh, okay. I was close. How the hell did he do that? Oh, I'm on another level. He's mad now. I think I just did. It's about his ego, of course. Yeah, that's right. You have excuses. Oh no, not that. Not the excuses. Well, nobody asked you to. Okay, yeah, you don't care. Then why are you up in our business? All right, I'll smell you later, I guess. He's just taking a face value. She's being super snippy. Oh crap! Is it? I'm gonna count. Is this exactly 100? Because I think your name is BS. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then why aren't you walking away faster? Oh, that's right. She's going back to stealing. I keep forgetting that's her one speed, steal. She's only happy when she's stealing. Hey, man. Now it's 200 because you cut him in half. Well, remember, everything that goes up must come down. Wait a minute. You're tag teaming him. That's not cool. Yeah, I'm shouting this out, giving him enough time to respond. Uh oh. Yeah, you're cheating. That's interesting. He can feel pain from something that's been separated from him. I guess it makes sense. You got to have the tactile feelings, right? That's interesting. Because he wouldn't be probably wouldn't be able to control it if he couldn't feel it. If you think about it. I like that animation. Hmm. How much of this can you carry away? I mean, the purpose of a treasure map is to find treasure. Well, there's treasure, so you don't need the map, right? Oh crap! I guess it would be guarded, wouldn't it? It's pretty much my response. Is the what? Finish your thought, dude. Kick his ass. Yeah, once you come closer. Oh, Jesus Christ. He deserved that. Dumbass. Hey, nicely done. So she was always going to need him anyway, right? Yoink. Well, this is easier to carry than the whole treasure, right? Now, how old is she supposed to be? She's got breasts, so like, and she's showing them off, so she's got to be 18 or 19, right? I never know with anime. I literally never know how old these people are. Hey, he's a bad MF, man. I'm just saying. Yeah, they are crappy ass. 100%. The names are even stupider. Oh, so the rest of it is BS, what you're saying. All these other skills are nothing. He's about to get smoked. The sword in my mouth is the one that makes a difference. Fricaseed. So they used to be straight up killing people on this show, huh? Not good. Tired. I go nappy now. Really, she's not just trying to take the chart. She's trying to take all of it. I wish I lived anything as much as she loves stealing. Something about her cracks me up. I think it's all the stealing. Yep, I'm out of here. What? Why does she keep hesitating? Like either you're a thief or you're not. Nameless bums, huh? And dimwits. That's like four insults in one. Why would I tell you? See, that's why you don't tell your enemies your plans, because then they make fun of you and make you feel bad. Or piss you off like you just did him. Uh, you're the scum on my shoe. Yeah, I'm taking life advice from you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bring it the hell on. I don't care what irritates you. Uh oh. Oh, that's right. I think he gives him some backstory, don't he? I can't remember. How about I beat it out of you? Yeah, I think he is. I know you are, but what am I? That's what he's doing basically. Yeah, forcefully. Oh man, he's got a boot knife too. Man, hard work. You know what they say? If I wanted to work hard, I would get a real job. Thieving's not supposed to be that hard. Yeah, yeah. That's how you do it. Pistol, huh? I didn't see no pistol. He's not wrong about this, by the way. Sharp is how you defeat Luffy. I'm convinced of it. I haven't seen it happen yet, but I think that's how you do it. Ballistic weapons, percussion, none of this stuff's gonna work because he bounces. He's rubber. So no kind of punch. I don't even think a handhold, any kind of like arm holder. Start choking him out. That doesn't work, right? You have to cut him. It's amazing. Anyway, back to my thieving. Yeah, you're damn right. Well, he spends way too much time gloating. He should do 10% fewer, lesser gloating, and that 10% should be used more to focus on what he's doing. Uh oh. Yeah, now he is mad. Oh my god, he's got the dark eyes. That's never good. You actually piss him. It's hard to piss him off, man. He takes everything in stride for the most part. Yeah, he pretty much takes everything in stride. He's like very calm, positive attitude, not much negativity coming from him, optimistic. But man, you piss him off, you've done something bad. That's what I'm saying. I didn't think he'd think of phasing. It's an interesting color for his character because he's pretty unshakable. Oh right, here we go. That's how they get you. I think you done screwed up. He's about to smoke your ass, and not in a fun way. Oh yeah, here we go. That's right. Let's hit these flashbacks. Yep, that feels like your fault. Sorry, the hat don't make you feel better. Are you saying there's an anime character who has guilt as their motivation? No way. This will be interesting because he actually I've talked before that his only motivation was the One Piece, right? The singular focus. That's all he cares about. He does have a second motivation. This just occurred to me: getting back up with Shanks, meeting him again, maybe proving something to him. That is a secondary motivation. I hadn't really thought about that until just now. Keep talking shit. Boy, he's about to mess you up. So you do know Shanks. Oh, that's right. Shanks was with him. That's pretty awesome. Let's sit down and talk about it. Wait, there's a pirate training program? Really? Really? That's it. Yeah. How dare you? I didn't compare myself to him. I said I was better. I guess that's a comparison. Yeah, really. I like when the head flies past, right? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, chump? I'm gonna stretch your face off. You're not rubber like me. Oh, did he hurt your feelings? Sounds like a you problem. So I've mentioned this somewhere. I don't remember where it was. Might have even been one of the reactions last week, right? But I find it interesting. I've noticed this pattern recently. I've noticed it on Vinland Saga. Definitely see it a lot over there. Don't really see it in the serious anime. Like Attack on Titan, you don't really see it. I saw it a little bit on Fullmetal. That's kind of balancing between serious and not serious, right? So definitely this. Some on Cowboy Bebop. Some on Samurai Champloo. Doesn't really apply to Planet Tees. These are the things that I've seen recently, right? So, but definitely Vinland Saga. Definitely here is most people are like terrified, right? Like they're scared. They're minions. They're in a world of violence and they're terrified. And it's just it's so commonplace is starting to become distracting. Like, are there any like mid-level minions who are not like crapping their pants, afraid of everything? Like, it's interesting. It's like maybe the only people you can attract if you're a bad guy are these people that are scared at the slightest sign of like drama. They might get their ass kicked or killed or something. Like I just don't think it's that common. I think if you have 100 people, you're going to have 10 of them are afraid of their own shadow. 20 of them are afraid if the threat is scary enough. Then 50 of them, pretty much, even if they are afraid, they can just move forward, or at least they won't like visibly display their fear. They won't have their legs shaking, sweating, sobbing, and just like like we commonly see what these people are just so afraid, right? Then you have 20 that they'll never show any sign they're afraid, even though they are. And then you have the 10% psychos who just never fear anything, right? So that's the 100 people, right? Most people are in that middle 50 portion. I think my math may have been off there. Make it 15 instead of 20 on each side. I think it works in. And then make the middle part 40. Anyway, I'm not a mathematician. You know what I'm saying. So the biggest portion will be the people in the middle. They're above the people who are just like, absolutely terrified, sweating, crapping their pants, pissing their pants, all this stuff. They're afraid. They will have a reasonable amount of caution based on the scenario. Like, if they turn a corner and there's a monster at the other end, they'll slowly back away to preserve their life because they have a healthy respect for it. But they're not going to be like, oh, drop their thing, sweat, crap their pants, and run away, right? It's a healthy amount of fear. It's a healthy amount of caution. I think most people fit in that category. Here, it's like every single, other than the heroes and the big bad, everybody else is terrified. It's just such a stereotype. It's got to the point where it's distracting. It just, it's almost like, I think it's being played for comedy. I think it could be a cultural thing. Like maybe a thing in Japan like that is hilarious in Japan. Like maybe just grown men who are working for the bad guys being terrified. Maybe it's hilarious over there. So it's just a culture thing, right? Like, I don't know if this is still true now, but I know English sitcoms in the 70s, 80s thought it was hilarious for men to wear women's clothes. And like that would be it. That would be the joke. A man would come out wearing a dress and the entire audience would just go crazy. It's like Richard Pryor or George Carlin just said their best joke ever. The audience is going nuts. It's just absolutely hilarious. I'm sitting like, okay, that should be the setup. That's not the punchline. Them wearing a dress is a setup. Where is the punchline? No, like them wearing a dress is what's funny. So it's a cultural thing. In England, that's hilarious. I don't know why. In Japan, is that true? Is it just it's hilarious for men to be scared? Or you don't really see that doing with the women either. Because I'm not even sure it's necessarily a gender thing, but that's what you typically see. It's just the guys, right? So what is that? I'm assuming it's cultural. Cultural. Let me know though. But it's a little distracting just because I don't find it hilarious. Like when they're all well, I'm sure I've laughed many times when they've been afraid. But it's getting to a point where it's like everybody's afraid. Everybody's that scared. Everybody's terrified. Like, are there any of these people on the bad guy side? You don't typically see it with the heroes, right? Maybe a secondary minion, like the boy or something, may be scared, or like Usalong or whatever his name is. I think he does it a little bit coming up in some of these future episodes that I've already seen. But typically it's the bad guy. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. But it's just something that has happened enough that it's definitely noteworthy by now.